Hello everyone. Today we're going to go over how do we change an improper fraction to a mixed number. So we remember that an improper fraction is a fraction where the numerator is equal to or greater than the denominator. Remember, an improper fraction is a fraction that has a numerator, which is the top number, is greater than or equal to the denominator, which is the bottom number. All right, so let's take a look at our first example that we're going to do. All right, so let us look at this fraction, 8/5. It's an improper fraction because the numerator, which is 8, is greater than the denominator, which is 5. Okay, so what we need to think about is 8/5. How many fifths can we separate? We're looking for fifths. So if we look at 8/5, we can break 8/5. Hold on, let me get my pen a second. We can break 8/5 into 5/5 and 3/5. Let's think about it. 8/5 is equal to 5/5 plus 3/5. And the reason why we're looking for 5/5 is because a 5/5 is going to give us a whole. So we're trying to take out of the 8/5 all the wholes that we have, the whole ones. So we know we can go further now to say 5/5 plus 1/5. We know that 5/5 is equal to 1, and we still have that 3/5. So now 8/5 we know is equal to 1 and 3/5. All right? Not difficult at all if you think about it. Let's try another one. 10/7. 10/7 again is an improper fraction. We have the numerator, which is larger than the denominator. How many, can we get a group of sevens out of the 10/7? Yes, so if we say 7/7, if we take out 7/7 out of 10/7, we are still left with 3/7. There we go. 7/7 plus 3/7 will give us the 10/7. So all we're doing is just rewriting this in another way. We then know that 7/7 is equal to 1, and we still have that 3/7 there. So we can say 10/7 is equal to 1 and 3/7. Okay? All right, let's look at another example. Okay, so we have 7/2, or we can call that 7/2. Now we're going to do the same thing. How can we take out 2/2 out of 7/2? Let us try that. So we take out 1, 2/2, and we notice we're left with 5/2, 5/2. Because 2/2 plus 5/2 gives us back that 7/2. But if we look here at the 5/2 or 5/2, we notice that we can get another group of 2. So let us go a little further. We put back 2/2 over there. We take out another 2/2 out of this group, and we are left with 3/2. Let us see, 2 plus 2 plus 3 will give us this is still 7/2. All right? But we notice with this 3/2, we can still take out another group of 2 halves out of 2. So let's go again. 2/2 plus 2/2 plus 2/2, because we're separate, and then we'd have 1/2. Because this 3/2 is equal to 2/2 plus 1/2, which is still 3/2. So there we go. And we can't get any more out of this. So now we know this 2/2 is 1, is equal to 1 whole. This is equal to 1 whole. And this is equal to 1 whole. And then we still have the half. So then we can say 7/2, 7/2 or 7/2 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 3.5. But this is really a long way of doing it. And we can do some of this in our head. So let us look at the same question again. 7/2, we need to put it to a mixed number. All right, 7/2, how many multiples of 2? What is the highest multiple of 2 that I can get from 7/2? And we know 2, 4, 6. I can get 6/2 plus 1/2. 6/2 plus 1/2 is going to still equal to the 7/2. And we know that if I have 6 groups of 2, 6 halves, that is going to equal to 3 whole ones plus a half, which is therefore still equal to 3.5. And we notice we come up with the same answer. If in the beginning you find this way on the left much more comfortable for you, go ahead with that to test it. But if you know how to work your multiplication table, the way on the right is far easier. All right, so let's look at another one. Let's look at 17 over 5. Let's go down a little bit. 17 over 5. We're going to do it both ways. All right, 17 over 5, can we take out a group of 5? All right, so we have one group of 5, 5/5. And what would be left if we took out 5 out of 17? We would have 12/5 left, all right? But as we still know, we can get some more out of 12/5. So we can go 5/5 plus 5/5. And we take out the 5 out of the 12. How many would we be left with? If we take 5 out of the 12, we would be left with 7/12. 7/5, sorry. All right, we still can get another group of fifths out of this. So we would go further. We would put back the 5/5 here, put back this 5/5, and we would break this 7/5 into another 5/5 plus what would be left? 2/5. All right, so we go down 5/5 is equal to 1. This 5/5 is equal to 1. This 5/5 is equal to 1. And then we would have 2/5 left over. All right, so the answer would be 1, 2, 3, and 2/5. All right, as I said, this is the long way, and I rather that you do not do it this way because it's going to take you a lot of time. But this is just to explain what we're doing in a shorter way. So here is 70. We're going to do the same question again, 17/5. What is the largest multiple of 5 that we can get out of 17? And we know 5, 10, 15. We can take 15/5 out of 17/5. 5, 10, 15/5 out of 17/5. And what would be left? 2/5. So 15/5 plus 2/5 will give us back at 17/5. 15/5 is going to give us 3. 15 groups of 5, we can make them down into 3 whole ones plus 2/5, which is then equal to 3 and 2/5. Okay, all right, so that's how we do that. It shouldn't be a problem. Try it out and let me know if you have any issues.